Cool, how is everyone doing today? Today, guys, is a very interesting session. What's happening now is that the way networking works altogether is changing, and changing in a way it's upgrading, and today we're talking about that, right? Majesh, thank you so much. Good to know that you're from Nar. Good to have you back here. Super awesome. Smriti, no problem if you're new. You're still welcome to the gang. Welcome Shilpa. Hi Pranav. Vinay, awesome to you too. Cool. Hi Harish. How are you doing? Rajat, welcome. Good to see you again today. Yes. Cool. All right, guys. So, as I was saying, that the way networking itself works, right? The traditional form of networking, jo hamesha rahi hai, that's been us going out, meeting people, giving cards, talking to people, prospecting, setting up meetings, introducing ourselves, and then from there, building relationships. But the way economy is now working, all of that is changing, right? People aren't moving. They're scared to move, right? लॉकडाउन रहा है, लॉकडाउन अब ओपन हो रहा है. अभी हम जिस स्टेज पे आ रहे हैं, that stage is called a post-lockdown economy, right? Post-lockdown economy. इस टर्म को ध्यान रखना है, right? Hi Shilpa. Shami's here. So good to see you. How are you? Brilliant. Alak, welcome. Sumit, brilliant, cool, right? So, hi KK, good to have you here. So I'm saying that we are currently in a post-lockdown economy, right? Lockdown's been lifted. There are people saying that the lockdown may come back again, okay? And it's quite probable that it will, but it'll come back and it'll open again. But right now, the current situation here, the way economy is, there's a good chance that it's going to be like this for at least 6 months. At least 6 months. Traditional networking ka form kya hai? Events, meeting people. Physical meeting is the form of traditional networking. A small part of that is digital networking, right? But right now, the big part of networking that used to happen, which was physical networking, where we would go and meet people, is not going to happen for a good amount of time. Minimum 3 months, and maximum it can go up to a year. And in that context, the entire game changes, right? So we're here today to talk about how to function, how to network in this post-lockdown economy, where the lockdown has lifted, but people aren't traveling, events aren't happening, shops are closed, malls are closed, and the most important thing is the psychological behavior of the buyers or people has changed. That is the biggest shift we have to accommodate ourselves upon, okay? That is the psychological behavior, right? Abhi human psychology mein kya hai? There's fear, there's uncertainty, right? There's hopelessness, there's worry, right? There are experts out there that saying that our economy has already gone 5 years behind, and if it continues this way, it'll go 10 years behind. And in many ways, it's not wrong. I'm not sure about the exact numbers, but in many ways, it's not wrong. So जब ये सब चल रहा है, जब लोगों का buying behavior वगैरह सब कुछ change हो गया, then how do we go and network? That's the question. That's the big question, right? And today, we're answering that. Now, my mission today, guys, is to bring out a few very simple steps that you need to do at times like these to gain that advantage over other people. अब एक चीज सबसे पहले समझ लो कि right now is the perfect time to start networking, even though business may not exchange hands right now. Even though business may not exchange hands right now, this is the perfect time to start networking. And the reason, let me explain the reason for that. Let's say, let me bring this closer. Right. So let's say this circle represents the people that you want to meet, or the prospects that you have, right? So this is the group of prospects that you have. Now, on these prospects, you are interested in talking to Okay? And so is your competition. Okay? So you want to talk to your prospects and your competition wants to talk to the prospect. But right now what's happening is that your competition is sitting back because they're sitting and thinking कि अभी तो कुछ होना नहीं है, right? अभी कुछ होना नहीं है, अभी कुछ है नहीं, organizational changes हो रहे हैं, सब कुछ हो रहा है. So your competition is not reaching out right now because we're going through a slowdown. And that makes it a strategic time for you to reach out and connect with people, okay? Now, abhi 4 stages honge economy ke jaane ke. Ye 4 stages, please take notes, right? Ye 4 stages honge. Stage 1 is dormant. Dormant tha abhi pre-lockdown stage, right? Which was the best time to network. Lekin emotional turmoil tha to hum logon ne kara nahi. That's okay. We're at stage 2, which still gives us a huge advantage. 4 stages hain. Stage 1 is dormant. Dormant means no one's doing business, no one's thinking business. Everybody's just thinking survival, that we want to live, we want to survive. Stage 2 is going to be something that I call the awakening, right? Where people start to wake up. Jahan lockdown hatna shuru hota hai, so people start to wake up. They're like, chalo, lockdown hat raha hai, we need to start going out, start moving people, start opening shops, start opening stores, right? The economy will start to open up, but business will move very slowly. Okay, that's the second stage called the awakening. The third stage is something that I call semi-active, where the money will slowly start to move. And then the stage 4 is going to be active, where things would have normalized. It'll take some time, saal, ded saal lagega, and things will normalize back to the way people were spending, moving, traveling, everything. And that's directly linked to the time that we will get medicine for the COVID-19. Once the medicine comes in, we will start living with COVID-19 as flu, as fever, okay? So that's going to start happening. Now, dormant stage nikal ke ja chuka hai. हम इस वक्त awakening stage पे हैं, जहां पे market awake हो रही है, दोबारा open हो रही है. But still, money is not exchanging a lot of hands. कुछ businesses से आप बात करो, they're saying that a lot of businesses happening. Majority businesses are coming out saying no, it's very slow for them. Now, when money is not moving hands, that is the best time for us to network. Let's understand why. Now, your first thing is, your competition is sitting, it's waiting. Now, is time pe jo relationships bana lega, whosoever goes and builds relationship, the moment economy starts to open up, these guys will be the first preference for the buyers. Okay, let's understand that, because we want business from networking. So if you're among those people, and a lot of people are thinking right now, you know what, nobody's willing to buy right now. Main kisse milu, main kya karu, main kahan jaun. If you're thinking that, you're making a huge mistake. Huge mistake. The 3 steps that I'm giving you today that you need to start working on. Okay, but pehle concept samajh lo, uska context samajh lo. Context is, this is a great time for you to go out and start meeting people. Okay, now from there, remember, psychology logon ki change hai, buying behavior change hai, the way people are spending money change hua hai, the way people are traveling change hua hai, and all of that is affecting networking altogether. Okay, now that's 4 stages, we've covered that. Now let's come to the 3 things that we are supposed to do in this time to network. Okay, now step 1 is something that I call manage, right? We have to manage our network. Now manage mein kya aata hai? Sabse pehle, let's understand what networking is. I'm going to give you a 2-minute crash course on networking. Networking mein log kya galtiyan karte hain. Number 1, people think networking is about business. This is the biggest reason that you struggle with networking, because you think it is about business. Networking is actually not a business. It's not about business. Business is an outcome of networking, right? Ye dhyan kar lo ki under the sun, there is no direct action that you can take to generate business. Business will always be an outcome of an indirect action. For example, sales. You do sales, and from there, business could be an outcome. You do marketing. from their business could be an outcome. You do digital, from their business could be an outcome, or you do networking, from their business could be an outcome. There's no direct action that you can take to generate business or career opportunities. Okay, so remember that sabse pehle. Business is always an outcome of things. So networking is not about business. Networking is only about building relationships. If you take the word networking, okay, some people are saying, oh, you're seeing the board opposite. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to avoid using the board. Thank you. I didn't realize this is actually my first live stream, but that's okay. I'll figure something out. Okay, so step number 1, manage. मैनेज में सबसे पहले अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट नेटवर्किंग रियली इज. नेटवर्किंग का वर्ड लेके अगर आप नेटवर्किंग को ब्रेक कर दोगे, नेटवर्किंग, इट सिंपली मींस योर नेटवर्क वर्किंग फॉर यू. सो अगर तो आप जा रहे हो और लोगों से मिल रहे हो और अपना कार्ड दे रहे हो एंड यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग to generate business from there, which is okay, that's one form of generating business, nothing wrong with it, but that's not really networking, that is prospecting, because or at the max we call it outbound networking. Okay, where you're going out and you're making an effort. In today's session we're going to discuss something that I call inbound networking. Inbound networking is how do we make sure that people come to us. Okay, cool, that comes in step number 3. Hi Samarjeet, how are you? Good to have you here. All right, cool. So step number 1, understand what networking is. Networking is about building relationships. It's not about selling. Very simple, guys. Abhi aap is Facebook live pe aaye hain. Now, under the pretext of teaching you something, if I start selling you something, you're not going to appreciate that. Because my original promise to you was that when you come here, I'm going to help you get some learning, some value, right? Now, imagine this. Isn't this the same when we're networking with people? That we're out there, we're meeting them, we're pretending to be interested in them, whereas we're really interested in generating business from them, okay? People do not appreciate that. So one fundamental thing, get this right, networking is about relationships. When you build relationships and when you build them when you build the relationships right, it's very much possible that people who may not buy from you will sell you to their network. And that is what is networking about. Your networking for you. Your network working for you, right? That's the core fundamental you have to understand. And understand this. Oh, so ask yourself this one question, guys. आप किस केस में अपने नेटवर्क के लिए काम करने को तैयार होगे? किसी के लिए अपने नेटवर्क में किस केस में काम करने के लिए तैयार होगे? जब वो when they're after you and they only want to sell to you, or when they want to connect with you, they value you and they are willing to do something for you. कौन सा केस है? Case number 1, that is, they're after you, they want your business, they want your time, they want your money. And if you're not giving them, they're not interested in you. And option 2 is that they want to create value for you. They want to do something. They care about that relationship, right? Obviously, option 2, when we care for them, they'll care for us, right? So if you want to generate business from networking, stop trying to generate business from networking. Very simple. Go build relationships, see what you can do for people, and from there, business is going to start coming in. That's a promise. I've been teaching the science to people for the last 10 years, right? And it works. Networking ko humne ulta samjha hai. We think networking is about going and getting and getting and getting, whereas networking is actually about building relationships and giving, building relationships and giving, building relationships and giving. Okay? So ye clear kar do. Understand this. Right now, there is no event where you can meet people. So for you to meet people, you have to be more, in a manner of speaking, intrusive in their personal space, right? Unko call karna padega, unke saath Zoom call karna padega. Now, why would somebody give their time to you when you only want to sell to them? Right? Ask yourself, why would somebody give their time to you if you only want to sell to them? They will not give their time to you. And if they give their time to you once, they'll not give it to you again. right? So we've got to change how we think about networking. Everything starts with how we think about networking. Networking is not equal to business. हाँ, networking से business आता है, but it is not equal to business. Please remember that. Okay, cool. Now, इस time में ना, in this tough time, there's something that we call character. That is going to be the key. आपका जो character है, because people are going to find out who we really are as a person in times like these. Just one second, guys. The electricity is gone. I'm gonna switch on the fan because AC is not working. Right, cool. Let me know if the sound of the fan is trouble. I'll turn this off. I think it's going to be. Let me better turn this off. Right. Okay, so now, why would people give their time to you? You have to ask yourself, I'm going to give you strategies today on how you can exactly reach out to the kind of people that you want to, you need to, even in times like today, right? But why would someone give their time to you if you only want to sell to them? So your intention has to change from selling to actually doing something for people. And we're going to learn that today, okay? So character is the key. People at times like these would want to connect very selectively with people. लोगों का attention span, mind space बहुत कम हो गया है because अब relationships जो हैं वो one to one चल रहे हैं. लोग one to one meetings कर रहे हैं. Networking even नहीं हो रहा है जहाँ पे जाके बहुत सारे लोगों से मिल सकते हैं. Okay, so one to one में our character really has to stand out, and there's a concept that we talk about called lead with character. Most of the time, हम competence से lead करते हैं. That, hi, my name is Paratosh Parekh. I'm a strategic networking coach. So when I'm coming around and saying that I'm a strategic networking coach, that's my competence, right? I'm leading with my competence. And we got to change that to leading with my character. Character तब होता है जब मैं अपने आप को secondary करता हूँ और मैं दूसरे को primary करता हूँ. And that's something that we need to do right now. And we got to start making other people more important than ourselves. And I know ये सुनने में उल्टा लगता है, and you could come around and say, but Paratosh, हमको business चाहिए. We want business, and you're telling us to give priority to other people. And I'm saying yes. Yes, because that is how business will come to you. Let me explain. Cool. Okay, so let's get into tangible steps very quickly. Jump in. You better have a paper pen with you so that you could take notes or take notes on your phone. Okay. So step number one, you got to create your top 20 list. इसको हम VIP list कहते हैं या T20 list कहते हैं. आप इन दोनों में से कोई भी नाम इसको दे सकते हो, right? You have to create your T20 list. अब इस T20 list में you're going to have people who have in past or as of today giving with have been giving you the maximum business, right? आपका 80% business जो लोग आपको दे रहे हैं या दिया है recent past में, आप उनको उठा के अपनी VIP list में डालोगे. That's one category. Second category is people who have been referring you. उनको आप T20 list में डालोगे. Okay. And third, people who might be important for you, important relationships for you. These three categories go into your T20 list. I'm saying again, number one, people who have given you maximum business, आपका top 80% business जिनसे आता है, they will go into your T20 list. The second category is people who refer you, they go into your T20 list. And third is people who may be important relationships for you, they go into your T20 list. Now, अब इस T20 list का करना क्या है? Number one, you got to prepare this. Number two, these are the people that you need to stay in touch with in the current time, over phone, over Zoom call, whatever works. If you can go and meet them, then that. And if you have to stay in touch with them on any other way, you have to stay. ये T20 आपके वो relationships होते हैं. Remember this, guys, very, very seriously. आपके T20 के जो relationships हैं वो आप कभी delegate नहीं करेंगे, right? Here's a business logic I'm giving you. Let's say you have a sales team and you take your T20 relationship, let's say one of the top 80% revenue generating clients, and you pass that over to someone and you say, you manage this relationship. Now, over time, you are under the risk now that person who's managing the relationship can take that relationship away, and that's happened with a lot of business owners, right? Yeah, you can give transactions to someone else, but आपके जो T20 relationships हैं, वो आप खुद manage करेंगे. Relationships आप खुद manage करेंगे. You will not delegate the relationship. You can delegate the work. ये normal scenario में है. अब current scenario की बात करते हैं. Current scenario में, these are the relationships that you need to be constantly in touch with, right? Many reasons. Number one, if they've been your paying clients, and even if they may not be paying you right now, business may be slow or shut down, whatever, you don't want to lose that relationship. You want them back when the economy recovers or whenever money starts changing hands. If you're not staying in touch, right, other people might be. So you got to own those relationships. People who refer you are the people that are one of your biggest assets, because if they refer you, what that means is that they like you, they perhaps even trust you, and that is why they're referring you. So they become very important people for you. So create this T20 list and start staying in touch with these guys. Give one or two person, 3 people phone call every day. किसी के साथ video call कर सकते हो, do that video call with them, with 1 or 2 people every day, right? That's step number 1, which covers in manage. You got to manage your existing network, okay? Now let's go to step number 2. Manage ho gaya hai. Management, we've said you got to manage your existing network. Usme 2-3 things we have spoken. Number 1, understand networking. That networking is not about selling. It is about relationships. Number 2, we have understood character is the key. Character is when we put other people ahead before ourselves. Okay? It's very, very, very important to you. Okay? Then make your T20 list. T20 list mein kaun aayega? Number 1, people who give you 80% of your business jinse aata hai. Right? Wo T20 list mein aayenge. Right? People who refer you, wo T20 list mein aayenge. And people who are important relationships for you. वो T20 list में आएंगे, and you got to start staying in touch with them. Side note conversation मैंने discuss करा है आप लोगों के साथ, that in a normal scenario, in a normal economy, ये T20 relationships हैं जो आप कभी भी delegate नहीं करेंगे. These are the relationships that you will always own. इनका transaction delegate कर दो, कोई problem नहीं है. Now let's go to step number 2. Step number 2 is reach. Okay? Reach में क्या आता है? Let's understand this. Let me just have a sip. Now, sales is not happening right now, barring a few businesses. कुछ businesses में हो रहा है, मुझे मालूम है. If you are among those businesses, congratulations. Right? But maximum businesses में sales is not happening. So if sales is not happening, what are you doing? How do we do? Sales team नहीं है, लोग नहीं है, offices available नहीं है अभी. People aren't ready to meet. So, what in this situation, we need to fall back on one of the biggest assets that we have, which is referrals. There's something bigger than referrals that I'm coming to, but you got to go to referrals. At this point in time, understand this, guys. हम सबके पास वो लोग हैं जो हमको सही लोग तक पहुंचा सकते हैं. Right? हमारा mindset में हमेशा new relationships itna bhara raha hai that we actually today do not understand the power of our network. And it's time that we go back and understand what is the power of our network, right? I need you to sit down and prepare a document. And in that document, you need to write what kind of people I'm looking to meet, okay? Who are the kind of people who can introduce me to them? And how am I going to reach out to the people who are going to introduce me to them? Right? Abhi events nahi hai, conferences nahi hai. So for you to reach out to someone, your referrals are the strongest way, and I'm promising you, आप में से बहुत सारे लोगों का ध्यान भी नहीं गया होगा कि यार हमारे existing network में already लोग हैं who can help us get to those people. Right? And it's time that we start looking at that. When we reach out to these people, we're not gonna say, can you refer me to those people? We're going to ask for an introduction, right? Remember this, ask for an introduction, right? So you go to someone and you say, hey, and number one, how do you know? How can you find out? LinkedIn, a great tool. LinkedIn में advanced search है that can tell you who can introduce you to whom. This is one example. It is good for people who are in B2B business, right? Business to business जो करते हैं. जो B2C business में है, business to customer, consumer business में है, they can reach out to the people within their network and ask them to start introducing them to the kind of people. So let's say you're in the kind of business that is doing food delivery in a local area. Let's take a very local example, right? In that case, tell me this. How many people in a day are you calling and saying that, hey, how's everything going? Is there anything I can do for you? And by the way, I'm doing this. If you feel okay, could you please spread this word within your network? How many people are you calling in a day? Existing network, people who like you, people who have bought from you, people who trust you, right? We're not doing that. We're sitting back. Has to change. Has to change. B2C, do this. B2B, reach out to people who could potentially introduce you. You could reach out in B2B, you could reach out to your clients and say, would you happen to know anyone who's in this category and looking for an introduction? Now, at this point in time, it's very important that you say that I'm not looking to sell, right? Because people may not be looking to buy. So it's very important that you say that I'm not looking to sell right now, and I'm just looking to be introduced to this person, just want to have a small conversation, just want to start a relationship, okay? Do that right now. Win that relationship right now so that when the economy opens up, you have the first mover advantage. And who knows, you might as well end up closing a deal even in the current stage, because a lot of people are, right? So start going after relationships. Business will start to follow, right? Cool, thank you. Now let me go to the next point. Okay, now remember, ask for introductions. This is very important. Do not ask for referrals. Referral होता है, difference बता देता हूँ. Referrals होता है कि आप मेरे पास आए, आपने पूछा कि do you know anybody like that? And I said, okay, yeah, I know. I'm gonna talk to them and then I'll give you the number and then you call them. Okay, वो referral होता है. Introduction होता है जब मैं उनको call करूँगा और आप मेरे साथ conference call पे होगे और tri-party call होगी, where I'll say, Mr. X, I want to introduce you to Mr. Y. Mr. Y does this. He's someone I trust. And I would recommend that you guys have a conversation. That is an introduction. Okay? Referrals is old school. Introductions is, there's nothing more powerful than introductions. Okay? So start asking for introductions. So what have we discussed so far? We've discussed this, that there are 4 stages: dormant, waking, semi-active and active. Dormant अभी था जब lockdown चल रहा था. अभी हम waking stage में, where the economy is starting to wake up, right? इसके बाद semi-active में आएगा, where money will start to move a little bit. और उसके बाद active में आएगा जब चीजें normalize हो चुकी होंगी. People who are going to start networking right now are going to be the biggest winners in the semi-active and especially in the active stage. बहुत सारे लोग active stage तक wait करेंगे for them to start going out and networking, and by the time active stage comes in, a lot of people would have opened up to business and a lot of competition would be out there. Okay, so that's there. Then I said 3 steps. Step number 1, manage, right? Where you manage your existing network. You understand that networking is about building relationships, it's not about selling. And you lead with character, where you ask yourself, what can I do for others, rather than doing something for yourself, okay? That is called leading with character, where you put others first, okay? And from there, you manage your existing network, you create your T20 list, okay? Your T20 list, for 3 categories in that: people who give you maximum business, people who refer you, and people who are important for you. And these are the people you stay in touch with right now. You start from today, from tomorrow, on phone, on video, does not matter, but you do not, and I'm saying it again, you do not let these relationships go. Do not take them for granted, I'm telling you right now. Because when the market opens up, people will be buying different, they will be doing different kind of things, and you don't want to be in a position where you let those relationships go, okay? Very important, remember that. This is the biggest warning I can give you. A lot of people are going to sit back, not keep their relationships alive, and they're going to regret it later, right? Don't be one of those. Then step number two is reach. Step number one, manage in this current time. Step number two is reach. Reach me, you gotta create a list. Number one, write down what are the kind of people, companies, contacts that I'm looking to meet. Who are the people who can introduce those to me, and how am I going to reach out to those people? हमने दो scenarios discuss कर रहे हैं. अगर आप B2B में हैं, तो ask yourself, who can introduce me to these people? You can go to your clients and say, can you introduce me to those people? Right? B2C में है, you could talk to your network, you could talk to your clients. In any case, please make sure that you're saying this, that I am not looking to sell right now. I'm just looking to forge some relationships, because people may not be looking to buy right now. So अगर कोई मेरे को आपको मेरे से इंट्रोड्यूस करा रहा है and मेरे को ऐसा लगेगा that you're a salesperson, my barriers will come up. And ना तो मैं आपको सेल दूंगा, ना मैं आपको relationship. You're in double loss. Okay, so get those relationships. Okay, cool. And how do you do that? You ask for introductions. You always ask for introductions. Okay, now let's come to step number 3. The third thing that you're supposed to do, which is something that I call inbound networking. Inbound networking होती है, outbound networking होती है जो traditionally हम करते आए हैं. As I was saying earlier, कि हम जाते हैं, लोगों से मिलते हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं, and बात करके we give cards, we exchange potential, we see कि वो हमारे prospect है नहीं है, we set up a meeting. But उसमें हम we go out. And inbound networking is where you create a system where people come to you, right? And let's discuss what that means, okay? So, inbound networking tab hogi, okay, get this one sentence right. People will pay you as much money as much they value you. I'm gonna say it again. People will pay you as much money as much they value you. Right? Doesn't matter आप कितने बड़े बिजनेस में हैं, doesn't matter आप कितने छोटे बिजनेस में हैं. जो बड़े बिजनेसेस हैं वो एक टाइम पे छोटे थे, वो बड़े कैसे बने? How did a small business owner become a big business owner? By becoming a more valuable person. Right? So you got to become a person of value. That's very, very important. Now, how do you become a person of value? Step number 1, start giving. Start asking yourself every day, who can I help today? One person every day if you can help. Just one. Just one. Right? Over time, your network will start to see you as someone that they can rely and trust. And that'll increase your recall value in their mind. And once the recall value is increased, it'll also increase the business potential, the opportunity, and everything. Okay? So, if you want to become a person of value, start giving. Make giving a very, very clear priority in your life. Right? And if you're not making giving a very clear priority in life, it's very difficult for you to become a person of value. हाँ, उसके अलावा वैल्यू क्या होता है? फिर वो कुर्सी की या पैसे की वैल्यू होती है, इंसान की नहीं. A lot of people mix this. बहुत सारे लोगों के पास पैसा होता है, उस पैसे की वजह से लोग उनकी वैल्यू करते हैं, right? और उन लोगों को ऐसा लगता है वो मेरी इतनी वैल्यू है. नहीं, वो पैसे की वैल्यू है या कुर्सी की वैल्यू है, right? And in both these cases, it is only temporary. The moment kursi goes and the moment money goes, people don't want to talk. So prominent out there, right? So, become a person of value, start giving, okay? Number 2, you got to ask yourself, how can I create value for my network? Okay, how can I create value for my network? Now, the question is, what can I do for my network in my profession, right, that I'm not going to bill them for? What can I do for my network in my profession that I'm not going to bill them for? So, okay, so this is you giving value to people. Look at this right now. That's what I'm doing. Right now, I'm doing this live stream and I'm not billing you for it. Right? I've got 46 people at this point in time here on this call that I'm connected with right now, that are listening to, that I'm giving value to. Right? And this is allowing me to keep my relationship alive. Yes, absolutely, Hans. Give without expectation. If you attach an expectation of return, that's a huge problem, because that means you're starting to keep score, and if you're starting to keep score, people are not going to like it, right? And by the way, let me tell you this: a lot of people give with an intent of thinking, okay, now I've helped that person, now this person owes me one, right? They see giving as a technique, as a technique of influence, as a strategy, right? That's not what I'm recommending, because if you do this, it's not gonna work. It's not going to work. Okay? So you gotta ask yourself, it's very important कि लोगों को जो आप value दे रहे हो, a good part of that value is related to the work that you do. ये बहुत important है इसको समझना, right? If you're looking at networking for eventually business generation, it is very important that you see that the value that you're creating is in the context of the work that you do. Now, when I'm running this session on networking, some of you may not have known me before today. Some of you may be hearing me for the first time, right? But because you're here, when you're hearing this session on networking, you get to know that I'm a networking coach. And tomorrow when I do a session or something, you might come or you may not come, but you may refer someone else that, you know what, I did, मैंने इस बंदे का live stream attend किया था, it was a good one, you might want to go, right? This happens with me all the time, that people who come and attend one session of mine do not become my client, but they refer other people who become my client, right? So it's very important. इसको ना हम personal brand कहते हैं, right? Personal brand कहते हैं that the moment your network starts to relate you with something very specific, you start to become a brand in the mind of that network. So the moment my network starts to relate me as the go-to guy for networking, right? I become a personal brand, a personal networking brand in their mind. अब उसके बाद क्या होगा? जैसे ही कोई बोलेगा networking, they'll think Paritosh. या जैसे ही कोई बोलेगा Paritosh, they'll think networking. And once we create this, business is going to come on its own. But to create this, I have to make sure that I am giving value to you in my field of expertise, something that I'm not billing you for. All right, cool. So remember this, okay? So what can you do for people in your network with regards to your profession and something that you're not going to bill people for, right? Cool. Okay. Now, here's the most important thing. Get this word, understand this one word, engagement. ठीक है, सुनने में technical लगेगा, but hear me out. Hear me out on this, okay? Technicality छोड़ देना, इसका I'll explain. Engagement is the key. So we have to find ways to stay in touch with our network in a way that we are adding value to them. इसको value-based engagement, so value-based contact जो होता है उसको engagement कहा जाता है, right? So you have social media today, right? Use it right, right? If you're thinking of social media, pick one platform and dominate that platform. Do not make the mistake of trying to go on multiple platforms, guys. I join my hands and I request you, do not make that. It's a huge mistake people make. I have made that mistake and I've paid price of it, okay? I don't want you to. Pick one platform. B2B business में हो, LinkedIn पे जाओ. B2C business में हो, Facebook पे जाओ, Insta पे जाओ, right? So ask yourself. But अपने network के साथ engagement create करने के लिए use social media, you can use emails, okay? You can use WhatsApp, right? Use these mediums, give value to your network, become the person who has a brand in their mind, right? Cool. So let me quickly summarize 3 things that we've discussed. After this, I'm telling you the key things that you have to remember now, okay? Right after this. So number 1, manage your relationships, which means आपको आपके T20 पता होने चाहिए, उनके साथ टच में रहना है, ये याद रखना है T20 relationships को delegate नहीं किया जाता है. That's a huge mistake that people make. Okay, so you got to manage your existing network. You got to lead with character. Character is when you keep other people first before yourself, when others are a bigger priority than you. Okay, that's manage. Second is reach. हम लोग realize नहीं कर सकते हमारे existing network में कितनी potential है, right? No matter what business you're in, you got to ask yourself, how can आपका जो client base है ना, सिर्फ उसकी बात करते हैं, बाकी तो छोड़ दो. जो आपका client base, आपके client base में इतनी potential है, if you start leveraging your client base and through them start reaching out to their network, it's an amazing thing that can happen. Okay, so इस time पे एक term है resourceability. Understand this term. Resourceability is our ability to leverage our existing resources to the optimal level. हमारा existing network, हमारा existing resource है. इस वक्त नए relationships form करना बड़ा मुश्किल है. Fall back on your existing network. Leverage your resources the right way. Okay? And then comes inbound networking. Create value-based contact. Stay in touch with people. Give them value. Don't sell anything. They will come to you whenever they're ready, whenever they're willing to spend. And many people will buy from you even in this process. And this process का सबसे बड़ा advantage है that it builds a lot of credibility. When you're not selling and people are buying from you, it builds a lot of credibility, gains you a lot of respect. Okay? Leverage social media, leverage email, leverage WhatsApp, but create value for people. Okay? Cool. Now, key things that you have to remember. Number 1, don't sit and wait. This is not the time to sit and wait. You're not supposed to sit right now and say, keep economy open hone do, that is when I'm going to do this. If you do that, you lose the early mover advantage. The early mover advantage comes in you using this time when everybody else is thinking that let's sit and wait. You move. You move, right? Number 2, time. Understand this. One of our biggest non-renewable resources, time. इतना टाइम लगा के अपने एग्जिस्टिंग नेटवर्क को बिल्ड करा है, इतना एफर्ट डाल के अपने रिलेशनशिप्स को इस लेवल पे लेके आए हो, इट इज टाइम यू डू समथिंग विद देम. जब इकोनॉमी ठीक थी तब हम अपने एग्जिस्टिंग नेटवर्क को छोड़ के कॉन्स्टेंटली नए के पीछे भागते रहते थे, राइट? लेट्स स्टॉप डूइंग दैट. ओके, नंबर 3, इट्स ऑल अबाउट रिलेशनशिप्स नाउ. It's अगला 1 साल, it's all about relationships. The stronger the relationships are, the bigger the opportunity that you're going to have. Okay? Then reach out to your network, ask for referrals. Okay? Ask for introductions. And then you become a person of value. Isse important networking mein kuch nahi hai. If you take away one line, it should be this. People are going to give you as much money as much as they perceive your value to be. Simple. And if you want to become a person of value, you got to start giving. You got to become a person of character. Extremely important. All right, cool. Now, what I'm going to do is we have a few minutes, 6 more minutes for this session. I'm going to take a few questions, but before I take those questions, guys, tomorrow I'm doing another webinar, a masterclass called Stronger Than Ever. Okay, I want you to come for that. Go to strongernow.me. Okay, strongernow.me and register there. In the current ecosystem that we are in, this masterclass that I'm running tomorrow is a game changer, right? It's an amazing game changer. Go and register there. strongernow.me. Okay, register there. Tomorrow 7 p.m. it's going to happen. Cool. Right, that's all I had for you today. Let's throw up some questions. Put your questions in the chat, or your comment, or your feedback in the chat. What did you think of this workshop? What was your big takeaway? Or if you have any question, right? put that in. I'd love to get to know, right? So let's do that. Cool. I'm seeing Prateek's here. Hi Prateek, glad you made it. Super happy. Hans has been putting notes for everyone else. Hans, that is fantastic, right? Dharmesh is saying STEM highly recommendable. That is the tomorrow's webinar that I'm doing, guys. Thanks, Dharmesh. Now, Rajat is saying how to continue a connection with someone whom you have had a new introduction in this time. Rajat, new old ko chodo, right? Very simple. Just think value. People would have a problem in you staying in touch with them if you want something from them, especially in times like these. But if you're thinking of giving to people, if you're thinking of creating value, that opens doors, right? So ask yourself, jiske saath bhi touch mein rehna hai, ask yourself, what value can I create for people there? All right, cool. So Rahul has put in strongernow.me. Thank you, Rahul. That's the URL, guys. Go to that URL, block a seat for yourself for tomorrow's webinar. Okay. Prateek says resilience, absolutely. Sagar says sure. Okay, thank you. My pleasure, Parminder. Happy to give learning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sagar, I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing. I think this is recorded. If yes, I'll try and put it up there. Okay, cool. Thanks, Prateek. Bhupendra here. Hi, Bhupendra. Deepak, my pleasure. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Cool. Global networking, Barako. Okay, Mohit, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope the session was of value to you. Thank you so much. Roman Kant is saying, never sit idle, do something, do good, someone every day and add value to people. Absolutely. Yes. Thanks, DBS. Thank you, thank you. And Reddit says, this is huge, brilliant, cool. And Raminder says, fabulous insight, fantastic, fantastic. It's just, keep going, right? I'm telling you, people who are thinking that this is time to sit back, I can't tell you what they're going to go through, right? Okay, so Nishit is saying people who are not giving payment. Nishit, is time pay, please understand. This is happening with everyone, right? Okay, Nishit, let's just say आपने मेरी पेमेंट देनी है और मैं आपसे फॉलो कर रहा हूं और आप नहीं दे रहे हो और एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम के बाद निश्चित आई स्टॉप फॉलोइंग अप फॉर पेमेंट राइट एंड आई स्टार्ट एडिंग वैल्यू इन योर लाइफ आई ट्राई एंड सी कैन आई इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू समवन राइट एक बहुत बड़ी गलती लोग जो पेमेंट के टाइम पे करते हैं वो ये करते हैं कि जिसे पेमेंट नहीं आती है उसके साथ वो ऑटोमेटिकली रिलेशनशिप खराब कर देते हैं and then they don't realize that वो रिलेशनशिप खराब होने की वजह से पेमेंट और डिले हो जाती है. Okay, we need to stop doing that. At times like this, you gotta understand, money is stuck in the market. अब धीरे धीरे मूव होना शुरू होगी जैसे जैसे लॉकडाउन ओपन होगा, right? So इस वक्त मनी आ रही है नहीं आ रही है, निश्चित don't lose your relationships. Stay connected with people. Give them a call every few days. बहुत आराम से पूछो. Not asking is also another mistake people are making at this point in time. Reach out to people and say, I'm hoping to get some money from you. Would it be possible? And if someone says, not possible at the moment, say, I understand. Okay, cool. I'll just be in touch, right? और उसके बीच में उनके साथ value create करो. ठीक है? Do something for them. Whatever value you can create for them. उनको कल का webinar recommend कर दो. I'm just hypothetically saying that you could just send a message to people. That's also a form of value. You could send them strongernow.me and saying, hey, this is a good webinar. I recommend that you should attend it. That's a form of creating value. So when you do something for people that they're grateful for, they will automatically start making you a priority to start giving that money back. All right, cool. So Nishit, I hope this gives you some clarity. Prateek, I love you too. Thank you so much. Sagar, equally so, buddy. Game on. Gyan, my pleasure. Prateek, thank you. तुम बहुत झाड़ पे चढ़ा दो प्रतीक मेरे को नीचे उतारना शुरू करो थोड़ा. Right. Thank you, Bhupendra. Thank you so much. Right. Persist gently. Yes. I think Hans, you've put it in a just the right way. Persist, but gently. Beautifully. Raman Khan says, Mala gaya Paratosh, listening to you is a pleasure. Oh, LIRT, fantastic. LIRT, I think 4-5 years ago, Raman Khan. Wow. Wow. Brilliant. I'm so glad. Thank you. All right, guys. So with that, we're up with 50 minutes of this live stream. please do one thing. जो हमारे group है networking success, I've started this initiative on this group that if you have any questions in the world of networking, put those questions in the group, right? Tag me on the questions. And then I've started to record videos and started to answer those. I've answered 2 questions, 3 right now. एक मैंने text में करा था because मैंने उसके लिए एक YouTube video का link दे दिया था. And we've got Sagar here. मैं Sagar का already 2 questions उसमें answer कर चुका हूँ. So stay connected with the Stronger Than Networking Success. Make sure that you register for tomorrow's masterclass, which is at www.strongernow.me. Okay, make sure you register for that, and I will see you guys in one of the next week again on Friday. We'll pick up a topic and we'll do another live stream. Okay, Deepak, thank you so much. Okay, remember to leave a comment in the group, guys. Remember to leave a comment there too. All right, cool. Take care. God bless. See you, everyone. All right, bye-bye.